Today, I'm going to show you 10 must-have tips and tricks that every Tesla owner should know to make using your Tesla much easier on a daily basis. Follow me for more tips and tricks. Okay, unlocking your door in a Tesla is very easy. You push the button, bam. But just in case you lose the power in your car and there's no power, you can't open it, there's a mechanical latch right here. This right here is a mechanical latch that'll open the door even if your battery is dead. So you want to pull that up like that and the door opens up. So remember, pull this latch up in case of emergency. Tesla don't recommend you use this on a regular basis because it says it's possible to break some linkage in the car. So continue to use that, but in case of emergency, you pull that lever up and that will get you out if your battery ever go dead or if nothing else works. This mechanical latch will release easily. Now, open the rear door on the Tesla is very easy. You pop that switch right there and the door opens up. But just in case you lose power and that doesn't work, there's a latch in the bottom here. You want to pull this lever up right here, and there's that one wire in the back door. You pull this right here to release the latch for the back door. So right here, that right there will work if you lose the power to open that back door. Your charging port, if that refuses to open, there's a latch right here in the back. You pull this lever right here. There's a latch in the back right here. You pull this lever and that lever would allow the charging port to open up. So that's also important. If your battery ever go dead or the charging port don't want to open, pull that lever right there. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna change the color on the car. So you want to tap here, then you go to toy box. That's toy box. Then you go to where it says paint shop. Then you hit customize. When you get to customize, there's a lot you can do here. You can change to one of these colors that are already preset already. I have that color there. Let's go this one right here. And you change to that color right there. If you don't like that color, you can change to that color right there. These are all preset. There's another one right there if you like the Barbie or whoever that little girl is. Or you can just go to regular colors. If you want to go to regular colors, you can make your own colors here. So you have that color right there. You can change to another color right there, to a dark color of the car. Or if you want purple, you move that to purple. Then you slide that over there. And that gets you to go to that color. If you like pink, you go to pink. And you can slide it to any shade pink you want. Any shade pink you want right there. So if you like yellow, put it to yellow. And any shade right there. Then if you want to go to tint. So tint gets you some different colors here. All right, so you can go to what that is right there, and right here. So you go purple. Oh, wait a minute. So what we did? Oh, this is the tint. Oh, this is the tint on the glare for the glass. That's interesting. Just found that out what the tint is. So the tint changed the color. The tint is for the glass, not for the paint. So if you want to change the color of the glass on the car, you change it right here. So that's what tint is for. I just found that out. All right, so you can change the color to any color you want, the tint of the glass on the car. All right, so if you want it to be red, there you go, red. And then you got some red paint. All right, so go back to customize because I don't like that. I like the wrap. Now I'll go back to a different wrap than I always use. Let's go with, let's try that right. This what that does. I don't like that. Let's try this one here. All right, so that's what I will use right there. All righty. Now let's go to something called Joe mode. So what Joe mode does, it makes it quiet in your car. I already have it on Joe mode already because I like Joe mode. So you go to the car and hit that right there. Then you go to safety and hit Joe mode. All right. So what Joe mode does it makes it quieter when you put the blinker on. So let's go right here. Let's put the blinker on. It's, see how loud that is? Then if you hit Joe mode, it's quieter. So Joe mode make everything quieter, like the blinker is quieter. See how loud that is? To me, that's too loud. So I always keep it on Joe mode because I want it to be a little quieter. Okay. And while we're here, if you ever want to turn off the power, you go to let's go to safety. If you ever want to turn off the power on your car, you go to car, safety, and you hit power off. Then it says, are you sure you want to turn the power off? Place a foot on the brake to turn the power back on. Now, I'll turn it on, but a lot of times, and I've seen this happen in the past, when you step on the brake, the power does not come back on, and that can freak you out. And it did freak me out the first time I did it. So you hit the power right here. That's in case you're in a parking lot somewhere and you want the power to go off so you won't run battery if you sit in the car and you listen to your phone. And let's see if you step on the brake. Okay, so that time I stepped on the brake and it came back on. But sometimes I've seen in the past, I stepped on the brake, no response, and I start freaking out. I start opening, the windows will still work, but what I did, I opened the door. Once I opened the door, it came back on. So don't freak out if when you turn the power off and you hit the brakes. I was in the car for about 15 minutes and it didn't work. So what I did, I opened the car door and I was able to let the power come back on. All right, let's go get into the car, then go to lights. Now, right here, you can do a lot of things right here. It says headlights. You can turn it on. You can turn it on, off, or just parking lights or auto. It's best to keep it on auto because that works really well. It comes on at night and goes off in the daytime. Perfect. Now, turn signal. Turn signal should always be an auto cancel. That's important. So when you change lanes and you turn, after you finish turning, it cancels by itself. Adaptive headlights. This should always be on. When you're driving on the curves and stuff, the lights actually turn with as you're turning. And it says headlights after exit. It's important to keep that on so that when you walk from your car, the lights will flash. Dome lights, auto. So the dome lights inside the car will come on automatically and turn off. And it says footwell lights, also automatic. You want to leave that on. Now, blind spot warning lights. This is new. We can't show this right now because it's daytime. But let's go to the accent lights. You can change the color of the lights to any color you want. Let's see, can you see that? So right now it's green, but you can change it to any color you want. You can change it to purple. You can change it to red. You can change it to green. I have it in green. I like green better. It looks better. You probably can't see it well too good. It's lit on in the corner over there. It's not. You can't see it too good in the daytime, but it does work. All right, so here we go again. We're going to change the lights. So you hit the car. Always go to the car to start. Then let's go to the lights. No, let's go to display. So with the display, you can have the appearance light or dark, or just put an auto. I believe auto is better. Reduce light, reduce blue light. That's perfect right there. Automatic blind spot camera, so the camera comes on when you turn corner. Clean screen mode. So you can clean screen mode. You can hit that button right there if you want to clean the screen, and so you can. So you allow you to clean the screen, and like right here. So it says clean screen mode. That way everything comes off the screen. All right, and then hit the brake for it to come back. Lock rear display. If you want to lock the rear display back here, just hit that one button right there, and the rear display lock. You don't want the kids to mess with it. Customize pets mode. If you want to customize the pet mode, so you can put a picture of the pet, name of the pet. That's for pet mode. Glove box. Now to open the glove box, it says press the left scroll wheel, which will be this one, and the glove box open up. And that's about it. Now, if you want to go to Sentry mode allow you to for your cameras to record when you walk away from your car. So you go to Sentry mode. It says Sentry mode safety. So Sentry mode allow you to your car to record when you walk away from your car. So you hit I already have it enabled Sentry mode in park. Whenever I park my car, excluded at home. So you want certain places that you might not want it to be recording. I mean, if you're at home, you don't need to be recording. If you're at the store, you want it to be recording. So I have mine set my Sentry mode to be on at all times, except when I'm at home, or exclude my favorites. Or also if you're at work, it's up to what you want. You decide how you want to do that. And Sentry mode, it says disable Sentry mode sounds. So when Sentry mode activate, it blows the horn. So you might not want to disable that. That way, if someone's tampering with your car, it'll scare them off a little bit. So that's important for Sentry mode. I have my dash cam set to auto, so you start recording automatically. Blind spot collision warning chime. If somebody come in a blind spot, you get a little chime. And that's about that for that. All right, so when using the fan and air condition, generally you slide it up right here, you hit AC, and you hit the number you want the AC to be on. So the AC is here, and you can adjust the fan speed. Pretty simple. Now, if you want the car to cool down pretty fast, you hit auto. Once you hit auto, all that goes out the window, and you just start cooling down really, really fast. If you want to be able to control it, you hit the AC, and you hit the fan, how fast you want the fan to go. So that's how you work the AC. Pretty simple. Now, there's a couple things about the AC. That's if you want to turn off the AC, you can always just slide up right here and you can turn it off, or you can just hit this button right here and hits the power and the AC goes off. Now, another thing with the volume for the radio, there's several ways for volume for the radio. There's the scroll wheel right here. Scroll wheel right here for the volume for the radio. That controls the volume. Or you can just slide right here. So it has two separate ways to control the volume for the radio. You can either use the scroll wheel right here, or you can just slide it right here. Both of these work differently, but work together. Another thing, if you want to store stations on the radio, on your radio, so you go right here, you tap this, you tap the radio station, look for the station that you like, any station that you like at all. And let's say you want 89.9, 89.5.
That's some pop rock.
Doors there.
You tap 89.5. And once you get here, you hit that star. Once you hit that star, it stores right here in the memory, in the favorites. So that's pretty simple. So once you find a station you like, you hit that star, and it'll be right here in the favorites, and it's easy to go back to it again. All right, so you want to take it out, you hit that button, and it's gone. So that's how you get your favorites on your radio station. Pretty simple. Now, if you want to customize the sounds on the lock for your cars, you go to lock, and you can customize the sounds on your lock for your car. You can just go here. Right now I have it on chirp, but there's a bunch you can go to. You can have applause. You have goat. You have quack. There's chirp. There's several you can choose from. There's USB. So you can choose a bunch of, these are all when you walk away from your car, so you can alert you, let you know that the car is locked, because as soon as you walk away from the car and your phone is a distance away, it'll alert you that that the car is locked, which is important, because I've had before, I didn't close the door properly and I didn't hear it, and I went back, I realized that because I was rushing. I didn't close the door properly. So it's important to pay attention for the lock sound when you lock your car to make sure the car is locked. So that's important.